This episode of the Piranha Pond StreamCast is brought to you by Moss Life, where health is true wealth. At Moss Life, our mission is to empower and inspire people to live a healthy, creative, and successful lifestyle supported by only the most nutrient-dense and quality earth-grown gifts from nature. Tap into your spark and electrify your lifestyle. Live the Moss Life. What up,
Yes, sir.
everybody? Welcome to the Piranha Pond Streamcast live at 5/7 Central. I am your host, Kingfish Matt, joined, as usual, by the Piranhas in the pond. My boy, Mr. Nick Nass. What's going on with you, boy?
Oh man, staying hooking and crooking, you know what I'm saying? Trying to make it happen on this nice little evening. Live at 5.
7 Central Time.
And y'all know who
Yes, sir.
brings the sparkle and the bling to the pond? My beautiful cousin, Miss Nick Mo. What's up, babe?
Hey, baby. Nothing much.
That background
Enjoying
got
this
you
little
looking.
weather.
That background got you looking extra chocolatey right now.
I know. I think I'm about to go get my. I think I'm gonna go get my. I'm gonna go get my circle light real quick. They better give me a little bit more color.
You looking like Frank the other day in the car.
Yeah, nobody was looking like Frank that day. That motherfucker was
Nobody
looking
at
like him
all.
that day.
And shout out to my boy, Mr. Frankie Nunn Flyer. We hope to see you sometime during the podcast. Try to call you. Hey, Mama Nell. Shout out to my other mother, Nick's mom.
Good evening, mother.
Hello. What's been happening with you since last we spoke the other day, brother?
Oh man, just trying to step on this health, man. Step on my CMOS game, vitamins, nutrition. You know, just building off everything, man. The rain kind of subsided a little bit, so clear day. Go to the post office. That's what my life consists of: post office and doctors.
Damn.
Yeah, they say that storm is moving on towards the East Coast and shit. It's supposed to turn into the nor'easter and knock that back a little bit.
Yeah, yeah. It gave us one to wrestle with. So I hope everybody kind of hunker down a little bit. Hope you got your galoshes. You know what I'm saying? Batteries charged up and the power don't go out. And something cold with the power, man. I finally realized, right, that in these days and times that we want to call modern times, right? If you're not up on your phone charging game, or I got a house phone, you'll be sitting in the car. You know what I'm saying?
It can't get rough.
Yeah. Try not to get no carbon dioxide if you're shitting out right,
It's hilarious.
Try not to get no carbon dioxide.
Yeah, you just but the thing is, right, and one and the same, right, that the cell phone towers go down. So yeah, you getting zoom bars, you ain't making no contact. It's like network not available. You know what I'm saying? So imagine that. So people tighten your game up.
That's right. Shell, what's been going on with you since last we spoke?
Nothing much. Working, school. I ain't been up to nothing too much. Like I said, this little weather came through yesterday. It rained real bad and had little tornadoes from Houston to Baton Rouge was hitting down and tore up the fucking backyard. They got limbs all over the place. Our glass table shattered. So I was like, and this patio furniture that been stood both storms. And this was a day. This was like 4 hours. So it's
Wow.
a freak salt storm. So, but we still got the wind from it. Like the wind chimes going off like crazy. Like the patio furniture, like the shells still blowing and stuff like that. So, but it did bring in the weather. So it brought in that 40-degree weather that it says. I think it's more or less in the. Let me see what my wife say. My wife said it's 70 degrees out here. So it's kind of cool. It's cool enough.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we
Not
didn't. We hardly didn't get any remnants of that bomb cyclone shit that Nick and them had to deal with up there. We got a couple of inches of rain. That was it. Shit rained like half a day. Looked gloomy for the other half a day, and we back to regular program.
And that's the killing part. Hey, anything else? After it was over with, then like 12 o'clock, I had the nerve for the damn sun to come out. Like when I walked out of work at 5, I was just like, I feel a certain kind of way. It's like storm burning up. I was like, I would at least thought that okay, we knew the rain was gonna stop somewhere around 12, but and it did stop a little bit before 12. But man, they had major flooding. People were out late, like into 10 o'clock last night. It was like
That's crazy.
the storms that we thought was gonna do some shit ain't do nothing. Like people actually was losing life and flooding.
oh
And it
yeah.
was just like crazy. But now I feel a certain kind of way because I was like, after all that, it's not supposed to have the nerve to be sunny. It's supposed to be like overcast the rest of the day. Like it ain't gotta be raining, but it ain't gotta be sunny like ain't nothing happened.
Yeah, that's the cold part because it was like 9 straight days of rain
Oh yeah.
nonstop over here. Yeah,
That's crazy.
9 whole days. So I'm talking about like New Orleans rain. Yeah, like that. Yeah. So, but we gonna be all good. So I'm saying through the blessing of God that we right here, still on the Piranha Pond.
We count
You
it
know, I got
all joy in this cut.
yeah,
That's
I
right.
got cut off. I got cut off right at the end of the little woo wham the last time. You know
Oh,
what I'm
it was
saying?
good.
That I'm saying they didn't want me to say what I was about to say though. About to have the word turned upside down.
Yeah,
They censoring you. They censored you.
it sound like a motherfucker.
Yeah, they was like, nah, he can't say nothing. He's talking
Right.
too smart.
The powers that be did not want you to complete that sentence. Like,
Yeah,
That is
so
hilarious.
not gonna happen.
allegedly I got bamboozled and it was just shut down. I'm trying to send out last little text messages before the power went out, but you know how it goes. At least I got in, so I was blessed to relieve.
Well, at the end of the last show, uh, Shell had kind of touched on something that was going on at the time that she thought was kind of half-ass outlandish. So
What's
let me
that?
put it up there.
Oh,
This
let's get it to cooking.
So Shell, what
what?
was your position?
Hold on. I just need to know first where these jobs at. The
Wow.
CEO of Bank is gifting $10,000 and 2 round trip tickets anywhere. So that begged me
And
to.
$10,000.
So hold on. So if this is Banks, then I want to know that since we was talking about the whole Dale Chappelle thing and being that there were some members of the LGBTQ community who felt like they were, felt like they wasn't feeling all safe in the workplace and want to quit their jobs. What them bonuses was looking like? I know Netflix was giving y'all some bonuses. Like that is that fucking entitlement. People ain't out here getting that.
Wow. That's kind of deep.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, like them ain't regular everyday people problem.
Hmm.
Right.
I mean, that's rich people shit. Like, you know, I ain't finna leave my good job at Netflix. And I'm assuming that Netflix is a
Yeah.
diverse company to work for. I mean, granted, I haven't worked for Netflix. I don't know anybody who works for Netflix, but I do know people who work for Google. I do know people who work for Disney, major conglomerates that's been there for fucking years. They ain't leaving their job.
Well,
Hell,
I was,
after
Of
this,
course not.
I went online to see what the fuck Netflix was gonna be hiring for. Let me get in customer service or something like shit. But
yeah, I
I'm just
guess
saying, like, Spanx is an undergarment brand. they make a whole lot of different styles now compared to when they first came out with the original like little shape shifters that was seamless. But how much money you fucking generating in Macy's and JCPenney's and Dillard's and everywhere else that sell them that you could gift your employees $10,000 and 2 round trip tickets anywhere? That's fucking awesome. And
It
that just
is.
goes to show that no, every company can do that, but most companies can do something. Most companies can do something. Like we got nothing during the fucking pandemic. And then when they decided that they was gonna give essential workers $250, you had to go through hoops and bounds on the fucking internet. That crashed. The site crashed 2, 3 times. Like I didn't even get mine. I worked the pandemic.
I still ain't got nothing.
And I didn't even try after they said that, okay, this is the day you're gonna go on there, you're gonna submit your claims. They wanted like 3 or 4 taxes. What that got to do with the fact that I worked March through May? I say May because I went off on my scope before my knee surgery, but I came back in July. But like we was working all that time, no PPE. People still acting they was asking people not to even come in the stores. Like one person come do the order. People still come in with whole fucking families. Like just but it was nothing. It was nothing. Companies need to do better. And people
Well,
who fucking entitled need to stop complaining on their job.
that's what I was gonna go to. The whole the idea that you can the idea that you will come to work for me, right? And I'm paying you a salary that is commensurate with whatever it takes for you to be able to live a comfortable lifestyle, right? So I'm paying you good for the work that you're doing for me. And then you have a disagreement with somebody else that I do business with, right?
That part.
And then you have such a sense of entitlement that you feel like you can not come to work, affect my bottom line, and that in the end, I'm supposed to capitulate to what you're talking about and give you your job.
This my fucking company,
Where the
but you
fuck
want me
that
to
work
pull
at?
my content.
Come on, man. Come on, man.
Bitch,
And
you
so
just work here.
I would say to myself, right, like how many just regular motherfuckers, making 40,000 a year would be, is gonna be willing to walk off their job, and you know what I'm saying, and you don't get no unemployment for quitting. You know what I'm saying? You walk off your job to prove a point to a fucking major corporation. In the meantime, your kids and shit is wondering where the fuck Christmas is coming from.
Well, this is my thing that I would assume if I'm gonna take a job with a company that all they do is they it's a media. It's a media type of company. They have different kinds of content. I would assume that if I'm going to take that job, that I'm going to already have thick skin. That they might show some shows I don't like, I might not agree with, but that's just my own fucking personal opinion. Why I got to be the one that want to say to fucking walk out in the office? It's not my company. I'm working for them. They didn't seek me out, and I'm assuming they didn't seek these people out. They may have, but at the end of the day, like the sense of entitlement that you would think I would pull my fucking content because you have a problem with it. You go find another job.
And then
So
what about the girl? What about the girl who is not a trans employee? This girl is pregnant, you know what I'm saying, and in a position to where you was able to access sensitive data, and you felt so entitled, that the issue was so much bigger than anybody else's concerns that you would release all this sensitive information out to the fucking news media. Then when they track your ass down and fire you, everybody else is up in arms about this girl getting fired, but she's understanding, like, okay, I'm over it. You know what I'm saying? I
It's
didn't move past it.
proprietary
It's a bigger
information. You
conversation.
you you signed those contracts. It's proprietary information. When
Right.
you leave, you can't take the motherfucking information with you. And if you develop something for them, then you need to go about getting it patented. So when you leave, you can't take it with you. Or don't sign a proprietary agreement that they can have your shit. When you walk with all your stuff. But
And it wasn't even that. She released the numbers of what Dave got paid, you know, how many streams it was, and this, that, and the third, right? Information that Netflix don't never release that information. Netflix tells you what they want you to know about their streams. It's in the Netflix app, right? You go down 2 fucking screens, it tell you what's number 1 through number 10, goddamn it. Right? And that's what it is, period.
like Dave said, but then I feel like I'm the one that can't come to the office. Y'all pay me like the motherfucker that got anger issues.
Right.
I'm
So
the
so
client. I'm the client. How I can't come to the office? I shouldn't be made to feel like I can't come to the office because
so that's just like what we was getting to the point, right? And I was gonna say this towards the end. It's like everybody want to try to get along, right? Everybody want to be the high impact, like an action movie, right? So they take it upon themselves to say that I am the whistleblower, right? So just like the lady went to with the
the port.
Facebook thing,
Hmm.
yeah, you know what I'm saying. So I want to have my 15 minutes of fame, but what price does it come at, right? And the thing is, we're gonna forget about you in 4 days. You know why? Because David Chappelle don't have to know you. You wasn't in the makeup of his life previous to this situation, right?
You don't have to like him, but you need to respect him. You work for Netflix, and that's Netflix client. You don't have to like him, but you need to respect him if he comes to the fucking office.
But the thing is, right? It doesn't matter because they got just like you said, it's a self entitlement. And and I and I want to say, I was talking to somebody else the other day. I said, uh, we forgot about, but our elders taught us to look at people falsehoods, right? So they falsehoods, they try to portray something that they want to be, but never thought about when they get into that position how to actually play the position. If you never experience something like this, but you just imagine that this is how it should go, and it doesn't actually work out that way once you get on this plateau. Or how my mama said, if you give it a mental landscape, it'll run you crazy because it's like it's doors gonna close on you once you get to that part. What you thought you was capable of doesn't happen, right? So it comes as a mental blow. So your truth and your falsehoods, right? Because it's about how somebody feels about the situation. But the reality is you could die tomorrow and life still should go on. Do you think it's going to affect David Chappelle's family? Do you think it's going to? No, it affected yours. Now nobody trusts you. Now we're
Who
doing
gonna
like the
hire
six
you?
nine stuff.
You
Yeah,
giving up
are you a
proprietary
snitch?
information, right?
You know what I'm saying? So unless you make a whole company of what we call it in the game bang life dropouts, right? That went and farmed all kind of stuff. And Mac had a good point. I still got to say, whatever my discrepancy was with breaking penal codes, you know what I'm saying? It followed me for the rest of my life. You know what I'm saying? So how about if the things that you try to kick up, you know what I'm saying, it's gonna follow you for the rest of your life? Because just like this, it'll turn against you real fast when you thought you was trying to do something good. And that's like, who the hell are you to
Well, well, I
frontline this shit?
well, I feel like that's the position the young lady from Facebook is, and I'm not saying that she was wrong either way in what she did, but in doing what she did that she felt was right, I'm pretty sure that she had already accepted the fact that no other probably conglomerate is going to pick me up like that again because I did disclose proprietary information. Sometimes I would expect not to look for my job in any other content like that again. I wouldn't figure that, and even if Instagram wasn't owned by Facebook, I wouldn't expect Instagram gonna hire me. I wouldn't expect Twitter gonna hire me.
Oh,
I
of course
wouldn't
not.
TikTok gonna hire me. I just
Right.
if I'm gonna do that, I've made the decision that this is not gonna be my career path. For
Yeah. So the thing is, right, and going on that subject, so I'm just gonna speak clearly right now, right?
Mhm.
So the thing is, right, how many people was actually, if they take a survey right now, and how many people was impact from her being a whistleblower? They'd be like, you simple-minded ass woman, right? What made you think the whole shit shut down? We like this shit. Nobody told you to mess with it, right? So whatever they have in the book, we don't care about nothing. Can I get my information? You know what I'm saying? Other than that, you know what I'm saying? The ball is still
When you
rolling.
log on, you log on.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, look, you go to Congress. You know how much money I miss? You know what I'm saying? You know how many DMs I miss? Whatever all that stuff is, the verbal language of that, vlogs, and people with pertinent information. It was actually, it could have been a life and death situation because she decided to say, hey, I have a feeling, personal feeling, that this ain't right. So hopefully we're aware of everything. We all aware of misdirection and things that go on. It's us, it's our choice if we want to buy into the shit. Period. You know what I'm saying? So whatever frogger dogger, whistleblower, who cares?
And I still kind of go back to my original statement too. Like I said, I don't. I just hope that she, like I said, I she, she felt what she thought was right, and I guess she just kind of wanted to put it out there. But again, like that's something that's gonna follow you for the rest of your life, you know.
So,
Stuff
so
like I just really hope that, like she had, some good lawyers,
yeah,
stuff like
on my side of the game, right? My
I
thing
think
was from the recent the things that I seen, right? I would have been more upset. It's like, okay, Zuckerberg, why you letting people get murked on Facebook Live? That would have been my main concern. I'm saying you're not even thinking
it
about
was
that
so many more issues than than that particular
algorithm.
algorithm.
You
And
know what I'm saying?
I personally still feel like if you you know you if I say that, and I said what I said, but I really kind of want to recant what I said.
No, no, no. If you let the internet raise your kids,
Yeah,
that social media raise
that,
your kid.
but I guess what I really would like to clear up is that if you monitoring your kids, if you paying attention, that like, is my kid so OCD with social media? Do I see the changes in behavior with them? So like I said, I said the first time, if more parents paid attention, like if they, if you don't let an app parent your kid, but in hindsight, pay attention to the signs, and stuff like that. I think you should be, yeah, your kid's crazy, but you you monitor. you, you,
I think
and not only are you monitoring, I'm monitoring, Duke monitoring. When Chase get out the fucking way, I will shoot you and be like, hey, you saw that? And I'm not saying that my niece does, but what I'm saying is that my brother's kids are on. They do it hard. They may be, so might be building a bomb in the garage. Yeah, I don't think little Rick gonna let that go that far.
Mm-mm. No, they look.
Let
If
that shit
it
go that
it
far.
it, 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 it Mac was right. If we had this technology at that, but we went played outside, ain't nothing wrong with, because it's dangerous out here in the streets, right? This stuff that morph 10 times. They had to worry about us grabbing those little Miller ponies, you know what I'm saying, and some of that Jack Daniel, whatever. But if you decide to try to put some water in it to stretch it back out, they be like, hey,
Mm,
you know what I'm saying? Now you'll
what I
be in a
was
world of trouble, but go
what I
ahead.
was gonna say is that I I kind of agree with Shell with what Shell was saying in terms of what we're talking about right now, and the privilege of people. And what I mean by that is that in the case of the Facebook whistleblower chick, right? It really doesn't matter what our personal belief might be about the impact that Facebook has or doesn't have on kids, right? The fact of the matter is that there was something that was going on that this woman thought was big enough and important enough to be exposed, and was willing to take the hit for that. Because, like Shell said, she has the perfect understanding that she ain't getting hired no fucking Instagram, WhatsApp,
no
TikTok,
other, right?
Google, none
She,
of them,
she
right?
did
She
that
out
knowing
the game.
that.
But it's the difference in the motherfuckers that's tripping off the fucking Dave shit, right? Because these is motherfuckers who, your dog in the race is basically simply siding with a particular group of people, right? And that particular group of people are affected only in the way that they feel, right? Like Dave's special didn't cost nobody in the LGBTQ community no money, right? Didn't have no
But they
real effect.
wanted to
Period.
talk him
It's
here.
just the way that motherfuckers feel about what he had to say, right? And everybody's entitled to feel how they feel, including us, right?
Mhm.
Including fucking Dave, right?
Mhm.
The thing is these motherfuckers decided that, okay, well, we feel so strongly about this particular issue that we're willing to walk off the job and affect Netflix income, right?
Bottom line. Yeah.
With the
It doesn't.
expectation that tomorrow your ass can just walk back into work like
Right.
nothing happened. And I'm saying, what the fuck?
Where you
Really?
do that at?
Right. So if Ted Sarandos just right now said, okay, well, I tell you what, everybody, all you motherfucking employees that was gone longer than an hour for lunch on the fucking 18th or whatever day it was, and shit that you motherfuckers did y'all 200 people fucking protest,
Gone.
you out of here for cause, bitches. And we in California, what? Right?
Yeah.
We would have
No
a big
explanation.
outcry. Well, how can he look, motherfucker, the chick got fired for leaking sensitive information. Like, that is a fireable offense in any motherfucking industry, right? And you got people out here, talking about how she shouldn't have been fired. What the fuck you mean she
What?
shouldn't have been fired?
Regardless of what the intent that she had, she still disclosed proprietary information. I used to work for Jason's Deli. If I didn't like something they was doing, that either I was going to quit the company, or if I was going to make a fuss about it, I knew that I wasn't going to be hired. I didn't expect to go back to work the next day.
Fucking
But
right.
but you have to companies take that seriously. When you start divulging proprietary information, that's why they make you sign all those fucking disclosure agreements. So when you start to when that's your end result, that's what you're ready to do and you want to do, then yeah, you've made the decision that you should have made the decision that I understand the ramifications. I know that I'm probably gonna be blackballed, but I wouldn't expect to walk back onto my job the next day and be like, well, you gonna keep me here? Why? No, you broke the law.
Yeah, Keena,
So look, and the thing is,
you was in Arizona too, so you was in the open carry state. Them white women, they husbands all got pistols on their side. They think they tougher than the police any motherfucking way, right?
yeah,
Shit,
that's the whole
believe.
thing. So look, they had this internet exchange company that I went to work for. So the manager did some. It was right there in Palo Alto. Did some faulty shit. So everybody came in, right? Everybody's stuff was at the front door. They restructured the whole place. Everybody who was working there got restructured. So everything shut down. They rebuilt it from the ground up. So only the CEOs or people who had stakes in the company, it don't matter. You could have had the job 1 or 2 weeks, went out and bought a house. You was getting $125,000 a year internet exchange company when it first kicked up, right? Then you go and it's like, it's not my fault. I don't know this lady. Well, whoever's loyal to her, I don't know what she said or what she did. Everybody must go. And it was people at the door. All they had to do is go to manpower or something. It was people waiting to get in there to pass the probation period. They don't care. It's like, oh well, sucker. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
Whatever y'all
right,
say, I'm not doing it because
right.
you know what I'm saying? It's people got to eat out here. So best believe somebody is qualified to go into those people's spot. You're right, Matt. If they decide to take everybody else who have discrepancy, I don't trust nobody no more. I got a hiring categorized. So all I need to do is have somebody that runs the board up on our website to put the movies in first, second, third in an 8-hour day, right? Everything else is autopilot. It's only the big wigs that time. And if they have a problem with it, creators or whatever, y'all got to go too. You know?
I know one
and
thing. When it came time, when I got tired of fucking working security and shit and seeing they was on some bullshit and, letting the white boys go off for fucking unemployment and having us work extra half shifts and all that bullshit. And I decided that, hey, look, my kid ain't in school, man, and the governor says that I'm supposed to be able to stay home.
Mm-hmm.
And white people said, all right, well, what we're going to do is we're going to offer you the opportunity to get you some unemployment, motherfucker.
Exactly.
Like, yeah, you know what you can sue us or you can take the bread right there. We'll sign off on your unemployment.
Yeah. Period. You know what I'm
So,
saying?
so what I'm saying is I did not have the option to stay home with Kimari for no motherfucking 3 days because this nigga's out of school because of the pandemic and then show back up to work on Wednesday like nothing happened.
There you go. You know what I'm saying? And you're right. So
the motherfucker's like, you got that problem? All right, well,
yeah.
Might as well go ahead and just roll that out.
Yeah.
They're gonna pay you all the way through the rest of the year. Yeah. Motherfuckers, they had all kind of reasons for not going for none of that shit, right?
Yeah. So and then the thing is, right, now, what is this cause that the world impact, like it's gonna change policy? Because to me, it's too many other groups I don't even know about. You know what I'm saying? Because this going off of the stuff that you've been sending me, you know what I'm saying? You got GLAD, you got you know what I'm saying, this other alliance, you got this, and this, right? So it's unfamiliar to me because that wasn't part of my life. You know what I'm saying? And that told to actually who goes up, who's gonna go in front of Congress, who's gonna go in front of the people, who is the spokesperson for they.
And everybody chimed in on it. Keena, I know you're still watching. What was the black organization that you said was the Black Alliance that nobody had ever fucking heard of? Who was that group?
National Black Alliance on
that
somebody.
Nobody had ever heard of. Like, who are they?
You know what I'm saying? So I had to, you know what? Now Mac had me on some real Nick shit, right? Like inquisitive. So I went back. And the point I was making is like, did Dave Chappelle strategically do this out? So I went back and looked at all the names, relativity, like even down to where he said the age of spin, right? So he's actually knocking these people across the head and said, it's nothing that y'all can even do about it because it's bigger powers that be. So if y'all want to try to come after me, y'all looking at the wrong person. I'm giving you instructions on how to do this, right? But at the end of the day, just like he said in this last thing, right? He said, how you want to make a safe work environment? And I'm such a bad guy, I can't even come to the office. If you see my car pull up, it's worse than Michael Jackson. You know what I'm saying?
But my special is paying you.
But now this is the thing, right? Everybody across the gamut is paying these people, right? He's not the only one that exists, and it's been multiple years.
Well, like I said, Netflix has a number of content that.
No, I'm talking way past that. Like, and I even went on there. Look, my little internet was working at 2:00 in the morning, so I'm looking at everything. They got their own channel. You know what I'm saying? They got their own content. It's actually clearly labeled on the thing. If you want to get that feeling, or you can go all the way down to documentary, Stretcher Bombito, College Radio. You know what I'm saying? Studio 54, Harvey Milk. You know what I'm saying? All the rest of that stuff. And it's like, if you look at their plight, right? And if they was here, they'd be rolling over in their grave. It's like, y'all missing the whole point. Period. You know what I'm saying? So now this is the critical part, right? Now,
National
the thing
Black
is,
Justice Coalition.
Yeah. So the thing is, right? And this is the point that he was actually making. I don't think I'm not no special kind of genius or nothing, right? But he said, if y'all giving me problems, y'all focusing on the wrong day, because as y'all unveiling your thing to go after me, to bring me down, the people that be is learning how y'all get down. So this is what came out. They went back, just like you said in the last video. I don't care how.
That was the Tuesday show. No, when he was talking about us, nobody had a problem with that.
Yeah. So the thing is, he went back and said, he said, this is what you sound like. If it was 20, 15 years ago, whatever I'm going to go ahead and cancel you. So they did the same thing to this lady that spoke up about the little Chinese man, about whatever, before they made the transition. And they went back and she said, why y'all telling me this? I'm not the one that started it. Yes, you are. You know what I'm saying? You can't excuse because you in the fight now. So all your dirty laundry, transparency is gonna come out. I'm like, how did they find it? I thought I erased it. So things that happened to you
So you
seven
don't want
years
the
ago,
liability or the accountability now.
boom.
How
You know
you
what I'm saying? I'm just trying to live my life because I have changed. It's time to heal. But I'm like,
You spent
you
all
start
the
that you
church's money, but now you want to say, but now I see the error of my ways.
yeah. But the thing is, right? You try to kick some David Chappelle stuff, like you a biter, you a MC biter now. You know what I'm saying? So how now? This is the key point. So how do you think they feel when y'all are uh misquoting him now? You know what I'm saying? But nobody should misquote you. This is on your website, and believe me, they got some genius out there, some hackers that'll get all the way in your business, right?
Well, this is how I personally feel about it. Per his 2016 contract, he was commissioned, and you got to understand what the fucking word commission with. He was commissioned to do six specials.
Right.
They gave him full autonomy. They wanted him. They could have just said, "We're gonna let you do this one special. We're gonna see how it goes," knowing that you're you. They commissioned six specials off the 2016 contract.
Right.
That's
So
great.
Shell. So hey, now this is the cold part, right? And this is why I say I'll
So
try to
now
get
you're
this
gonna
straight.
tell me what I can and cannot say in my specials? Well, that wasn't in my contract.
Look, it's so cold, right? People tend to forget, right? That how prolific he is. This dude got the Mark Twain Award. If anything was bad over all these years, he would have got the Mark Twain Award. You know
Fucking
what I'm saying? So, what is his impact on the world? It's not the end of this one group of people.
fully has his back, Keena. They fully,
You know what I'm
fully
saying?
got his back.
Then I'm on the thing. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
Then,
right.
then on the thing is right. You got a person that got all this dude. Look, Netflix like we got a person that's alive that got the Mark Twain Award. It's not a lot of people that got that. Eddie Murphy and him probably the only one right now that got that's alive that I know of. You know what I'm saying? So how can you beat that? That's like saying I'm a Grammy Award winning, whatever, man, been in films and all that. And look, like I was telling somebody, I said, look, how about if the Piranha Pie airs All in the Family, Archie Bunker? You know, we would have a fit. We probably would be bad. They ever watched that from the when it stood from the Jeffersons, Archie Bunker, and the stuff that he actually said to right now. You know what I'm saying? So to me, David Chappelle is Shaka Zulu. He's ready for war. He done sized y'all up. He made y'all do what he need to do to get to the people he need to get to. You know what I'm saying? So now y'all got pie in y'all face.
But at the end of the day, your beef is not with me. The top dog hired me. If you got a
Yeah,
problem, you take it up with him, not
yeah.
me. You don't try to stop my check.
You know what I'm saying? But that's
If
going
you
back to
feel less strongly
individuality.
about it, then go ahead and quit.
So Matt, you said this the other day. So would they have a problem if you stopped talking about him? If you would have stopped talking about him 4 specials ago, right? It would have still brought up something it's like, oh, now he ignoring us. Cause it's all about feelings. You know what I'm saying? And
Well,
individuals. Like
well,
I'm like, okay, well,
well,
now the
like I
thing is,
said,
right?
you have to make sure that you're not falling into the trap of a double standard, because
So
just like you don't
it
want to be silenced, that's exactly what you're trying to do. You try to silence somebody else, so you got to really make sure you can't be throwing stones through glass houses, and
but
that's
I'm
what
I'm
you're
like
doing with that.
but I'm like this, right? Snitching is at an all-time high right now.
Ooh,
You know what I'm
is
saying? Whistleblowing is at an all-time high. So people will step on you to get to the top. But when you don't know how to conduct yourself at the top, and actually, now this is the main part, like I was saying before, uh, the comprehension part, and it's not getting it. It's like me. You know what I'm saying? Some self-indulge, like So hold, let me get in front of the camera because I'm important at the moment. You know what I'm saying? And like this, right? Like people would get peeled off. You know what I'm saying? And it's like you're not Edward Snowden that could go hide under a rock or get out the country when it actually comes down to you. You know what I'm saying? And he warned the people, his friend that was a comedian that gave him a shot, got so much pressure put on him just for saying that I'm cool with it. So now before, right? And I was the last thing I looked at. I didn't know that that what you call it just said that he was all the way good. The Jenner lady. I mean, you know what I'm
Ellen.
saying?
Uh-huh. And
You know
like
what
I
I'm saying?
said,
Like,
mhm,
oh, he all the way cool. So like, she got the woman of the year. So can she be a spokesman? You know what I'm saying? So who's gonna campaign for that? But do we care? You know what I'm saying? Does it really make the world go round at the end of the day? You know what I'm saying?
well, like I said, and even I said this when we first did that conversation about whistleblowing. I'm not here to shit on the whistleblowers. There is a reason that they do have whistleblowers. All I'm saying is that you just need to kind of pick your cause that you're gonna, you just make sure that you're doing it for a legit, you know, reason. And again, I'm not here to say that your cause was right, your cause was wrong, your cause, because that would just be me doing the same thing. I'm not shitting on whistleblowers. What I'm saying is that when you do it, then if you're gonna if you're gonna put yourself in a position to basically not do your career path anymore, just make sure that that cause is up to what you possibly gonna be losing.
Well, just like Max said,
And I
the,
think that's what the greater conversation is
Right. I'm not shitting
not
on
supposed to be
whistleblowers, but
about
yeah,
is whether or not so much about the importance of whistleblowers,
hmm
or whether they right or wrong, but more so people who feel like they have the inherent privilege to do what the fuck they want to do
right,
because they feel a certain way and then not have to pay the piper,
right.
when it comes
I mean,
when you
I
wake up
can't
in the morning.
whistleblow and expect you to still
Right.
keep me employed, or have the notion that how dare you, bitch, how dare you, you know, regardless
I
if it
don't
was
think I
right
don't
or wrong. You made a conscious decision that you were going to whistleblow, so you kind of take the good and the bad with that,
let's take it back to the sand lot. Stop being a tattletale.
having anything in your work contract that's short of union status is going to pretty much prevent you from being able to just strike. And so if your ass don't show up to work, or if you show up to work
Simple.
trying to fucking picket or some shit, be happy that I don't have your motherfucking ass arrested.
and let's
That's what
be
I'm
Yeah,
on.
clear. The
that's
version
espionage.
and what the Netflix chick did, how she released all that information, then that don't fall in the cause of whistleblowing where you just divulged proprietary information. There was no reason that you should have divulged what Dave was getting paid. That had something to do with whistleblowing. That was just divulging proprietary information, and your ass should be fired for that. And Dave got the right to fucking want to
Well, that's
prosecute
just like he
you.
said. See you at Thanksgiving. You know what I'm saying? What if she became a indentured servant to him? You know what I'm saying? And Netflix said you got to pay all back the money. So you go and live the life by him, but from a distance, where you walk behind him and serve him, since he's paying your check. You know what I'm saying? So that's like saying, well, Dave, you got to pay me because you said something. You know what I'm saying? So I'm about to show up to your place because you got to take care of me because I was trying to pay you out, but you made me miss my money. I'm like, man, you better. But I'm saying it be some outlandish shit like that.
Kid,
I'm like,
sometimes he takes the pole and throw it way far in the river. You
you
already
Man,
know
know
what I'm saying?
he take that
that
fishing
You know
nigga
what
pole
I'm
and
saying?
Big
put
Out
it
there with
all
the
the way
Cooper.
side.
in there sometimes.
You know what I'm saying? It's because of you I lost my job because I spoke up because I felt you were doing something wrong, so you paid me now. You know what I'm
That
saying? I'm
nigga
like,
said,
oh
let
hell
the
no.
people indentured servants.
Yeah.
We're not
Step
gonna make them
behind.
slaves. We just gonna fire them and maybe sue them,
You know
sue
what I'm
them
saying?
good. But
And it's like, you know what I'm saying? And that mentality, not now, you trying to take it out of, like, let's keep it real, right? You live in an employee's life. You know what I'm saying? So whatever comes with an employee's life, that's how you conduct yourself until you come your own business person. You know what
right,
I'm saying? So if you get in a position to change policy or change that, and you are a subsidiary company of Netflix, you know what I'm saying? Then you got something to speak on when you hold the thing. To me, it's like a money grab now. It's like, what can I do for people to feel sorry for me? You know what I'm saying? And I did it to myself. You know what I'm saying? No, we pay you for a certain thing. Shut your mouth, do your job, and go the fuck home. Period. You know what I'm
and
saying?
if you
So
don't
Anything
like
Nick,
the
outside of that?
clientele or the content, then you have the option to quit.
Yeah. Don't watch it.
You could have
Disconnect.
quit. You could have quit and went to Warner Brothers and still had a
Yeah.
job, but that's not what you did. You
You know what I'm
dumped
saying?
all
Oh,
that information and didn't want to look like wild being blackballed because nobody trusts
yeah.
you with their proprietary information
Yeah.
anymore.
Hey, oh, Lee Daniels, can you hire me? Tyler Perry Studio, can you hire me? You know what I'm saying? I did this and this. I just went out on the ledge. Well, you know, David Chappelle is the homie. You know what I'm saying? This dude is international. Well, you might as well go get a job in Russia or Europe somewhere because over here, and they probably won't like you over there neither. You probably be somewhere in the lake, allegedly. You know what I'm saying? Twitching, yeah. I'm just saying. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Just going on a little rant. But yeah, slave to the game.
Ooh,
I'm just
Oh
saying,
my
like,
God.
all y'all just shut the fuck up and keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? It's not going to change the world that you're going to try to take the Netflix away. How many
crunch
people mad
these
at you?
numbers,
Like, if you know what I'm
crunch
saying?
these numbers that you get paid for.
Yeah,
Here's what I would say to that,
Bullshit.
right? I would say that in any, especially in the situation where you're working for a big ass corporation like Netflix, right? They pretty much are going to have a system in place for you to redress any particular complaints that you might have. For you to say, fuck the system, and we just gonna walk off the job. We gonna hit them in the pocketbooks.
Right. Did you even try to
Because
go to
you have a
HR
difference
about
of
your grievance?
opinion with the business practices of the motherfuckers that sign your check. Remember, it's because this motherfucking shit is on the fucking network that you got a fucking Christmas bonus coming this year, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? So if you talking about getting my attention by basically extorting me, my response to that type of shit is never what you expect it to be. My response is going to be fuck me, fuck you, and fuck
yeah,
you up against the wall with handcuffs on, tape over your mouth, and blindfolds over your fucking eyes. God damn it! Fuck you, fuck you.
yeah,
Fuck out of my building. You ain't
yeah,
getting no fucking recommendation.
yeah.
Exactly, Keena. Yeah.
Who you gonna sue? You know what I'm saying? It's
File
like
your
who.
ass for cause.
You know what I'm
And
saying?
You
they,
file
And the
your
thing,
ass for cause on the spot
and
and
you
make
know
an
how they
example
be
out of
like,
it. Hope it's 20 of y'all.
when you trying to like, when you doing backgrounds and you calling a job and they be like, well, they just no longer work with us. They can say that. No, they divulge proprietary information. That's not the same thing as that you just didn't come to work for a week or you was fighting every day and at the job and stuff like that. And they just like, well, he's just no longer with us. We separate. We parted ways. That's beyond that. Not that they can actually say, no, he broke the law.
Right.
so Matt, that look, I remember the story
I'm
that
that
you told
nigga.
me.
I'm that boss. Let me just
Yeah,
say it.
yeah.
I'm that boss.
I'm petty.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm petty.
Oh
You know what I'm saying?
yeah. Most
And
definitely.
whoever that was with the bullhorn talking about who's with me, you gotta go to. You know what I'm saying? Look, and leave your phone and all your computer stuff at the door. You know what I'm saying? So whoever my
Right, shit.
the,
Right, Keena.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? So and the thing is that it's so much other stuff. So let's go back to so just the whole thing. And I'm gonna put a cap on it right here, right? That no matter what, the world is bigger than our feelings. You know what I'm saying? So how much that we want to cry up, you know what I'm saying? Have tears in front of people, right? But nobody never see the tears when you behind closed doors, your lights not on. If you have kids, your kids are starving because mommy or daddy made a mistake to go against Shaka Zulu of the comedy world. You know what I'm saying? And nobody can actually take them down. So when it comes to the part where you have to explain to the kids, like you said, no Christmas bonus, no thing on principles, wherever your household is, you know what I'm saying? Your whole life has ended because of what? You know what I'm saying? They was at the barbecue last week. Who is the face behind all of this stuff? And David Chappelle said it. It's bigger than all of y'all. You know what I'm saying? It's the conversation because how about if I'm hurt because of my friend that couldn't get past this point, that had the opportunity that all y'all want. You know what I'm saying? So y'all hating on me because I don't give y'all a voice or opportunity, but you find the most minute thing to go after somebody with. Matt, Shell, if we spend our day try to put it right in front of us and say, oh, we don't need this today, we don't need that today, but we're going to put all this stuff in the nucleus, right? And try to serve it to the people as we do with our voice right now, right? And like Max said it's our opinion. Everybody got one. But when we
Everybody
make
got
people, you know what I'm saying? When you make a critical thought to take accountability, responsibility, like I said before, change your mentality on how you receive information. And don't think that the world is against you. You know what I'm saying? When you feel like the world is against you and you got to make a way by the tough guy way, it's not built for that right now. You know what I'm saying? Because me, allegedly, we just walk up, oh, I got a discrepancy with you. Let me come to the side. If we can't get an understanding in 3 minutes, you know what I'm saying? Less than the presidential debate that runs the whole world, I'm going to smack the shit out of you. You understand what I'm saying? And I'm going to go up under your chin. And now you know to respect it. If I got to go sit down, it's a point proof, or you get taken out the limelight. So everybody trying to grab this bag and be in the limelight is falsehood, and it doesn't have no grounds to stand on. You know what I'm saying? Just like, okay, well, they got a problem with me being black every time. We can't even go to Starbucks and do a podcast. You know what I'm saying? Unless you buy something. You know what I'm saying? So is your soul up for, and your moral rights are up for discussion when you try to get it into the big boy shit. You know what I'm saying? You don't even have enough dough. You depending on paycheck to paycheck. Did you take your paycheck to paycheck and defend it when it first started coming up? Did you find a way to try to hustle your way out of it? Or you go at paycheck to paycheck? It might be a big paycheck, but you accommodate your lifestyle. So now everybody homeless and all the rest of these people because of this fool. Now, how you say it, Matt? Now everybody's under scrutiny now. Who gonna say what? Everybody's tight-lipped now, right? Because they already seen with the full course press. We put you on the ironing board and starched you all the way out with the liquid Niagara starch in the bottom, like a pair of Levi's, baby. You know what I'm saying? The cold press. So where do y'all think it goes from here, man? You know what I'm saying? Because it's been what, about two weeks now? 3 weeks? 2 weeks, right?
Well, I think because it was a single act, you didn't divulge other people's paychecks. You divulged just mine. He has the right to fucking sue and Netflix.
Yeah, they try to say it changed the whole structure, and then that the dude said, I think I might have made a mistake. A mistake on what, dude? You run the whole shit. You the president, CEO, whatever you are. And if these people didn't hold no shares in the company, you know what I'm saying? If they invested in 401k and it didn't mature by this time, so they can't even pull their money out. They still got to write to people and say, hey, you know what I'm saying? Let me get whatever private you was fund, you know what I'm saying, matching funds or whatever. You still can't get that because you didn't give up all the information to make. Now, this is the thing. If they had the power to make the company fold, right? How many people they would have got backlash from it? You'd be the what? Magnificent 12? How many people really was it? Or was it this fake protesters and imposters? I'm not sure. I didn't look at the protest part. Who was the main one? What's the name? Anybody know the name?
I don't know.
Anybody know the face? How long they been
one
advocating for whatever?
this one black trans chick, I can't think of her name, but she has some movement association, something or another, where her thing seemed like it kept being that yeah, we want to sit down and talk to Dave, right? So that we can use this moment to grow understanding, this, that, third, which really just sound like you want to use Dave's platform to
be heard.
to get your message out, right?
Okay.
But that was what Dave's response that we played last night, right before we got out, was about.
Mm-hmm.
When he was saying, you know, I'll speak to them, but I will not be summoned. Fuck you think you're talking, right?
Yeah, and this is the thing, right? And let's put it like this, right? So I got down to the part where I really got the, you know, I don't give a fuck when it came out. I said, look, this dude could literally go get on the soapbox in the middle of Times Square, right? he could, like you
It'll
said,
be
he could
just
go
like
to it.
Hamilton was playing. Everybody would be there.
Yeah, look, he could go to, like his friend said, and have people come all over the world and just stay right there in the state where he lives at in the cornfield.
Fucking cornfield. And
You know what I'm
you
saying?
figure you gonna silence that?
You know what I'm saying? But you didn't turn it into another
That shit just
juggernaut.
stupid.
He said, look, none of y'all film festivals want to call me or nothing, but wait till the numbers come out when I make my own network, David Chappelle network, all over again, and put my what's they call that, United, they in 10 cities with all these other people that I'm gonna split the bread with, or the contract and say I give you a 30, 30, and a third off of whatever, because it's gonna be forever. Cause y'all showed up when they say y'all couldn't show up. You know what I'm saying? So you never know who it was. Chris Rock, Trevor Noah, Wanda Sykes, whoever. You know what I'm saying? If I get 25 cents off of every ticket sold and it sells 10 million tickets, I'm doing good just for showing up to his party, right? That's what I'm saying. Now, what they gonna say then? When he control, how you say it perfect, man, all the time. He controls the narrative now. The ball in his court.
On his show, right?
You know what I'm saying? So whatever he feel like doing, that's the way it is. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, so all right. See, that's the whole thing right there.
This is the one that was doing all the talking.
Okay.
So it wasn't even about that special. It says in the past. So basically, you just
no. This no.
Oh,
this
okay.
right here is a story about her. So she came out and was part of the fucking protest and was the big fucking name or the big voice, right? You always on the bullhorn in front of the cameras, this, that, and the third, talking about what you want Dave to do, right? And then it comes out a couple of days later that this motherfucker that made fucking
racist comments and everything,
racist, Asian, bigoted type of fucking
so again,
comments and shit.
Goes back to throwing souls to glass houses.
So 5 and 10 years ago.
You have to be careful not to fall into that double standard.
But the thing is, you pretty much have to be born under a rock to not say nothing that people talk about in the hood on everyday day before you got in that position to have a voice.
She said she said she was doing dope when she made some tweets. So
I bet she probably said she was gonna crack an hair on.
You know what I'm saying? Whatever, Marion Barry, what was his name? Barry in a hotel room. Look, got videos.
He better been saying that, and plus a whole lot more. Oh, I have a history of, I got a tumor on my head.
It don't matter no more.
I've been known to make outlandish comments in the past because I got a condition. It better been something like that because.
No, but look, now she live at look. Now she live at 5 now, right? So she asks for it, she shall receive it, right? Unless you are told for all your stuff and say, hey, people, I'm probably not the best person. Before you even made a comment, it might be stuff that's unrevealed in my past, right? But
I might not want to be the forefront. I might not want to be the face of this movement because I have said stuff in the past that could come back to haunt this movement. You can't be the face of it, and you making bigotry comments yourself.
No, but so allegedly, if she feel the pressure like the Daphne chick, right? And something come out where they got on video or something, and they start dragging her, like who told you to step up in the front? You're not even certified or validated to do that. You just took the bull by the horns. You know what I'm saying? So it's not even in your genre.
Look,
you know what I'm saying, to articulate. And she allegedly, she probably murked herself, right? But how in the hell is that day fall too? Because he wouldn't meet with her, so she felt some kind of way. You know what I'm saying?
But Nick, the point about it is that at some point you were granted free speech because you made those comments, regardless if it was today or in the past. You still had free speech to make those comments that you made, and now you want to come back and try to silence somebody else because they saying some shit that you didn't like. How about all the fucking Asians that didn't like the shit that you said?
But that's the thing, right? Now,
Double
now,
standard.
now, it's legislation now that she actually created a hate crime.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's on the books, baby. So if they want to prosecute it, they got the evidence. Rico that shit, motherfuckers.
Rico, dog.
You know what I'm saying? So all on front of the Rico Act now, right? So the
Right.
first person that just got so if they round them all up, right? And that's the thing. It's like, when is it gonna stop? You know what I'm saying? Who doesn't have dirt on them? Who's trying to throw the stone and hide the other hand behind their back? You know what I'm saying? Don't let your right hand, don't let your left hand know what it's doing. You know what I'm saying? So you can't be double-ended swords. You so holier than thou. You so PC'd up. You so accommodating to people's feelings that unless you not living this human experience, you don't have shit to say. We all got fucking dirty ass white socks that we don't want to wear on a date because we're gonna take our Nike Cortezes off and have some dingy ass socks, and they're gonna judge us right there. Like, at least you could have bought some new white socks. But I'm a dirty sock man, and how about that? I live in the woods. So I'm gonna smell good. My hair gonna be cut, have my nose rings in and all the rest of that stuff, but don't judge me. You know what I'm saying? Just the whole thing. Look, there you go. Wow. That's
So
crazy.
we forget the shit that we say, huh?
Oh, in
Right.
2018? Oh
But
my
it's
God.
called but it's called selective memory.
No, nobody's supposed to find it. You know what
I
I'm saying?
don't know
So who
why. I don't know
so
why when you put it out, even if I said something tomorrow, when you put it out there, it's
it
out
don't
there.
go nowhere.
You
It
can't
don't go nowhere.
if you can't stand on it, don't say it.
You know what I'm saying? Don't let no
When
pictures come
Mad
out
Day
or nothing.
comes,
Oh, look, Mac,
he
you
should have
come
looked
if
point
you can
blank.
find it.
Nick,
Well,
he
like I
should have
said, Asian
look.
folks act like
Let's
they
be
won't get
camping. He
karate
should have
chopped in their motherfucking throat.
Wow.
look.
Bruce Leroy? What you
He
gotta
should
be
have
Bruce
never
Leroy?
look.
Bruce Leroy ass?
And you
Last
and look.
Dragon?
And you're right. It is right. And you're right. It is laughable because you should have never been the face of the movement.
Right.
But there you go. You know what I'm saying?
And
If you
that's
don't
why
if
it's not funny, but it's funny that you put yourself out there knowing you had all this out there.
but the thing is, if you're not some Barack Obama type, you know what I'm saying, that this was like clean and that was in there, you had to hide, be a cave dweller this whole time, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be dirt on it. If you never went to the club and did some felonious action, whatever the hell, because people going if they want to say that they want to stop you, right? Whatever your perverted love, whatever you want to call it, freakiness, freaky dinky, short stopping receipts. That's how they say it right now. Receipts. Receipts is gonna come up, and that is a major receipt. Like anything you say right now has been extinguished. You don't have a freaking razor blade with a Dawn dish soap on the bottom of your foot to stand on. You know what I'm saying? Like you cut all the way off. You know what I'm saying? You can't tell me nothing.
I mean,
You know what I'm saying? And
it wasn't even unfortunate. You just shouldn't have did it, sis. Just shouldn't
Should
have
have
did it.
stayed the
so
fuck
the
out the
thing is,
way.
right?
You should have did it,
Yeah,
sis.
so my thing is, right? Please, everybody, whoever come across this video, I'm gonna say this and hear me clearly, right? That we cannot still, as a community, function off of emotions. You know what I'm saying? And once you say something like you said, Shell and Matt, once you put in the atmosphere, it could be me
It's out
rant and
there.
saying something that be misquoted. You know what I'm saying? That you could come and put some falsehood on what I actually meant, or I have to recant, right? So anything that we say that we have to say it like I gotta give a like
Well,
a
that was
critical race theory, right? You know what I'm saying? It's a theory, right? Because can it stand up in court? Is it justified? My action make you have a reaction, and so you'll be justified to put yourself out there, and you're not getting nowhere.
well,
So
that was just
please,
like the
people
coach.
out there,
The coach.
yeah,
That's just like what's recently happened with the coach. Once they pulled up
group,
that shit,
group,
he couldn't do nothing but resign. You can't fight
yeah.
that. Even though most of
You
that
know what I'm
shit was
saying?
said during the blackout, but it was saying that, but it was still more recent shit that he did too. But they wasn't even the good part. They wasn't even looking for that. They was looking for some other shit. They ran up on his shit.
Right.
No, so the thing is, right? The and like Mac and you said the other day, the real people that it matters to Long as we get that money and keep on getting our privilege to make these decisions what we fucking want to make, not some PI. You're a peasant. You know what I'm saying? You strictly a peasant trying to fly high with the eagles, the black eagle at that. David
He
Chappelle.
was a
So
peasant at that.
peasant, you know what I'm saying? He look, the thing is, right? If I need to bird feed you, look like this, all your little chiclets or whatever the fuck going on, you know what I'm saying? And I fucking slap you around like a fucking hog, then so be it. But I'm not gonna fuck off my money if I was an employee for the basis of a movement that's all brand new. You know what I'm saying? If it's been around, I'm unaware of it because it directly affects me in my everyday living. And
Right.
why should I let it affect in my everyday living now? You know what I'm saying? God damn it, if I don't feel like looking, I don't even have TV. Y'all told me about the Netflix thing. I can't even get on the podcast all that good without the internet. So I'm like, okay, well, what's this all this hoopla about? But it's hundreds of other shows before that you could go. If I sit there and try to find something wrong and try to uncover stuff, I could find something wrong. And Keith's beard, I don't like it. You know what I'm saying? You got too much Vaseline on it. You can't come around me. Disgust me, so cut it all off. He'd be like, Nikki, what the fuck are you talking about? Nigga, this is my life, my shit. And nigga, go sit down somewhere. You know what I'm saying? So people, leave people alone, go sit down somewhere. If he don't live at your house, affecting your light bill and stuff, and you say, hey, you can change your level because we can't get this other money, he made that decision, then so be it. Other than that, we need to get out of all the things.
And
All
Mama
of
Yogi.
it. All this, Mama Yogi,
Yeah.
all the things that we,
Go ahead.
all the things that we got our emotions tied to, right? Down to people ingrown toenails. Don't bother me before I get my coffee in the morning. I'm not right. When I walk into the office, if you got to bring stuff from home to the office, you don't need to be around me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The
And,
world shall go on.
and anybody that's watching, you know, this is just this particular topic. It's not that nobody has a problem, with the movement or with the community. It's just I have a problem with censorship. Period. Like you can't. In this particular instance, like I said, it was a double standard.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because allegedly, I did some
Because I
stuff
don't
that's
just have a problem with them. I got the problem. I got the same issue with the whoever it is. What is the U.S. the black people shit that nobody ever fucking heard about. They had a fucking voice in that shit too. Again, like you just can't be trying to silence people like that.
The National Black Justice Coalition.
Can't even fucking remember their name.
So look, that's
Never
like
heard of them.
look, but that's just like me.
Shit.
No, look. So I got to say it just like this.
Motherfuckers don't speak for me.
Look,
They ain't trying to get no
an
justice.
endowment member of the
Must believe that.
look.
You gonna learn today.
Look, I'm an endowment. Look, I'm an endowment member of the gun carrying NRA, right? So they took some stuff with me, changed the laws, can't buy bullets. You know what I'm saying? None of this stuff without a real ID or your birth certificate. And I'm like, how in the hell did I let all this pass me up? So if I go out there and say, I can't hunt, fish right now, without telling me I have to have a California real ID to buy bullets, well, I used to go to Kmart and buy them. Right? I'm out here saying something. You know what I'm saying? Can I go out here and say something? It's like, oh, you taking my rights away. Who in the hell did this? Motherfucking Zimmerman? The police killing black people? Or you just try to take my bullets away because you say, you know what I'm saying? Is it Chirac? What the hell? Why can't I just go buy bullets?
But the killing part about it is the shit they should be policing, not policing. That's why that's why South Carolina had to give that fucking $88 million fucking settlement. Because the guy should never ever been able to fucking buy a gun. It should have came up in the background that he had a felony. And it didn't. And that's why they had to give that settlement off top. The trial ain't even happened yet, which the death penalty is on the fucking table for him. But they had to pay out anyway because of the fact that they did let it slip through the cracks that he was able to buy their fucking firearm to go in their church and shoot all them people up. So
that's the whole thing.
So start policing the right things first.
You know what I'm saying? So that's like me. I can't even protect my family, right? But I don't even have to let them watch Netflix for them to even get involved in none of this stuff, right? Look, but I'm saying,
I got a problem with Netflix. Cancel my fucking subscription. Don't give them my $14.99 a month. That's how you figure that out.
Look,
Right.
I done spent thousands of
Just
dollars
don't
on
like
the
Netflix,
NRA.
so I won't pay them. You giving them
Look,
your money?
yeah, I done went through all kind of classes. You know what I'm saying? I paid a grip of money where I'm still like saying the diamond member, you got to give up some dough to be a card carrying NRA person. And I don't have no rights no more. You know what I'm saying? So I can't say I'm amongst, you know what I'm saying, the freedoms of whatever, right? Because I can't even be free to go buy bullets, buy ammo. So can I go out there and be a spokesperson? I bet you'll find something, you know what I'm saying, me being in the high desert or me at the First King in LA or some underground strip club. Somebody got some pictures or something. You know what I'm saying? And I'm knowing if I sign up for that, it's not going to get nowhere because it's a whole bigger picture. You know what I'm saying? And that's the whole thing. So I'm not, and right, if you don't have no insurance for your life things, that choices that you're making, to
Right,
give up your livelihood if you
right.
are an employee,
Then don't stand
right?
on it. Right,
You know, say unless you go to HR, you don't have no employee rights
right,
to speak your own personal views on shit. You know what I'm saying? Because if it was up to each individual, I need Charmin extra dry, not no one ply in the bathroom. I need the hypersuction blue flame hand dryer. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel some kind of way when I come up here. I don't like the smell today. You know what I'm saying? Sit your ass down and take a shit or take a piss and get the fuck on. Your job is at your desk, at your computer screen, or whatever you do. And shut the fuck up. Keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? You
right.
and
Well,
yeah.
That
I'm
part.
sorry about that, y'all, but listen,
Mhm.
I
hey,
hope I didn't take over the whole shit. No.
well, with that,
We one person short anyway, so you just taking on flyer spot.
Oh,
right.
all right, all right.
You
You know
granted
what I'm
that
saying?
extra. You granted that extra leeway to keep on ranting, cause
Well,
Frank ain't got no voice today.
okay. Well, thank y'all for letting me. I told you this is like mental therapy for me. Could I be over here sitting in the woods, lights out, thinking about all this stuff and put some common sense to it? Rock on, baby, rock on.
All right. Well, shit, we came to the end of another good one. Uh, Send a shout out to everybody on Facebook and YouTube Live, everybody in the chat. Shout out
Yes,
to Mama
yes.
Mel. Shout out to Mama Yogi.
Love you,
Shout out
mama.
to
Love you,
Tina.
mama yoga. Uh-oh. When she gonna come on? Why she always be faking like she don't want to come on a live? Her hair got to be done or something? Kenan, come on. You can come in one day. Let's get a preview of the sister to sister.
Okay. Well, I guess she'll hit your ass up in the DMs on that one, partner.
I'm starting trouble. I'm on one tonight.
I guess we'll
in
have
any
5 circles next time.
right. In any event, thanks to everybody for joining us on YouTube and Facebook Live. Catch us on the replay. Like, share, subscribe, leave a comment on the replays as well. If you joined us on Facebook, jump over on the YouTube side of the game. Give us a sub over there. Y'all know we're trying to bump them up, trying to get to 1,000 subs. And shout out to my boy Frank the Non-Flyer, man. Hit me up.
Frank,
Let me
now
know what the
fly.
hell's going
Let us
on
know
with
you
you and
good,
shit,
Frank.
man.
Yeah.
Right. Real spill.
Yeah.
Y'all know what it is. We have been live at
Ow!
5/7 Central from the Piranha Pond StreamCast. Now
Yes, yes.
we are